Okay, here's another hopefully helpful video. One of the most underestimated, let's say, mods on what you can do with your brand new RC car. If you do not want it to bust, okay, and crack on the first day out, okay, it's very important and it has helped me considerably. Okay, get some WD-40, right? Get a bowl, get a couple of Q-tips, okay? Cover up your shocks the best you can with a little bit of Kleenex or whatever you got. Get a cotton ball, like I said, a couple of Q-tips, okay? Now, what you're gonna do, this is a two-step process. You're going to do the top, everything you can see. Or I'm sorry, the bottom of the RC car, but actually right now it's the top because this is upside down. Now, you're going to want to put a nice coat, even on your little wheelie bar, everything. This pretty much RPMs your composite plastic, okay? So, if you want to have a better chance at your composite hardened plastic to not be so brittle and not break apart, okay, this is what you're gonna have to do. Grab said cotton ball, give it a little dip, slur it around. It'll probably soak up most of your liquid, which is fine. You might have to go back, put some more in there. Now you're gonna want to squeeze out any excess because you don't want this dripping all over the place. And just simply coat. Just go to coating. Coat, coat, coat. Now this is going to seep in to all the cracks and crevices on your RC car in the plastics. Now this is going to definitely stop, or hopefully stop, your plastics from exploding upon impact. Okay? You got to do the bottom or the top, whichever way you got your car. I like to start from the bottom first. Okay? Make sure you give everything a nice little wipage. Get underneath, get down below, get in between, all that stuff. Okay? Give it a good wipe down. Now, all this WD-40 is absolutely sinking in to your plastic right now. And this is going to make it bend a little bit if you happen to hit wrong on a jump. Okay? Now, remember, I'm still going to do this from the other side. So I get as much of an even layer on each side. Okay? Get the all the parts that you can see plastic. Get them. Don't be scared. Get them, get them, get them good. Even your C hubs and all that. C hubs, D hubs, X hubs. Get all the hubs. Okay? Get this little wheelie bar, which actually the only thing I use this wheelie bar for is to strap my tennis balls and stuff to. Really don't care for wheelies that much. Get your bumper too. Get anything that you can see from the top. So that way when you flip it over upside down, you can get an even coat of WD-40 on your plastics. Now, okay, this is very important if you ask me. I would never, ever not do this to a new RC car. Okay, especially one that I do not want to take to the skate park. Rub that chassis. Okay, now that it's pretty much spread evenly, it's not going to drip on all my stuff. Make sure you get those shock towers. Get those shock towers. If you don't want to be replacing your shock towers one of these days, do this. Okay? I was breaking massive amounts of arms. Okay? I promise you. It was ridiculous. ridiculous how much stuff I was having to replace. Now, ever since I've been doing this, absolutely zero. Zero, okay? Now, you can repeat this process on the top after you flip it over, but what I actually like to do, okay, is let it sit and let it soak in really good, okay? And then you can flip it over and you can do the rest of the vehicle. Now, what you can also do is you could take these little guys, okay, soak them in the fluid just like that. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Then you can get them in the cracks and the crevices, okay, and all the spots that you couldn't get it in before. Okay, now make sure you get them all, okay? Make sure you get in the cracks, in the crevices, all the spots that you couldn't get before, okay? Because where the pieces are connected, you are definitely going to want to get WD-40 in there, I promise you. WD-40, like I said, it is like having RPM products on your vehicle, okay? Give it a little another dipperoo, dipperoo, dipperoo. Now, let's go to the other side. Get all up inside your C-hubs. Get it everywhere, okay? Now, you do have to make sure, since this is a new vehicle, I always do this anyway, make sure that you go around and you tighten and make sure all your bolts are secured, because on a new vehicle, a lot of the times, okay, in the factory, in these assembly lines, these folks have drank too much the night before and just are not feeling their job, okay? So they don't always put all the screws in tight. I'm not going to mention any companies, but it's just a fact. So you're going to want to go through and do your due diligence and make sure that you got all of the screws tightened. Okay, I usually do that before I go to bash and after. Make sure I didn't crack anything. Make sure all my bolts are tight, because the last thing you want to do is go to the skate park or wherever with your buddies and have something fall off because you did not tighten your screw. Don't dooey spooey. Okay. That is what I like to do. And I'm about to flip it over and do the top. But you guys really don't need to see that. You guys got the idea. Now, this is pretty much RPM'd at this point. Or at least after I flip it over and do the top. Okay. Then you take a dry cloth and go around and wipe up any excess, because let me just tell you, a little bit of dirt and dust will stick to this WD-40 if you are a dirt basher, which I am not. I am strictly concrete. So if you are going to have a lot of dirt and dust, you're going to want to go and wipe off any excess so that it does not attract dirt and dust to it. However, if it does attract dirt and dust to it, it doesn't really matter, because this WD-40 is at this current time sinking into this composite plastic and making it more flexible and not so brittle, not so hard. And you will be able to complete a pack of batteries without having to go home and discharge them because your car is broken. All right, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and my helpful hints and tips that I really wished I had known when I very first got into this hobby. Have a great day and bash your brains out!